Hey guys, what's going on? It is Greg, and just shooting another short video today. In the last week, we've gotten like 15 inches of fresh snow, and I have a disc golf tournament on tomorrow, Saturday, and I don't like playing in that much snow. I actually don't mind the cold, and I don't mind snow, but when you have that much fresh powder, it becomes really hard. You just play this game of throw, and then everybody go find the disc. And with this much powder, yeah, I feel like we're in trouble for tomorrow. So we're gonna have spotters. We're playing a fairly open course out at Brookview, and so it shouldn't be the worst in the world. It's not like we're throwing through the woods and can't see where our discs land, but I want to make sure that I give myself every chance possible to find my disc. And so I'm gonna do something I usually don't like doing, and that is adding ribbon to my discs. Nice pink ribbon. They were sold out of every other color, so baby pink it is. And the idea with ribbon is that you tape it to the middle of your disc, and then when it goes in the snow, hopefully you still have a little bit of ribbon sticking out that can point you in the direction where your disc is. There's a couple things you need to do to make sure that this works well and doesn't affect your disc too much. So let's grab this one. Let's grab this True Gibson Yeet instead. Just look better on the background. But so a couple things you want to do. First, you don't need to do all your discs. If you're close to the basket, your putters, kind of your upshot discs, you really don't have to worry about that. You're gonna be close enough, but anytime you think you might have a shot where it's gonna go somewhere where you don't have a clear eye on where it lands, you might as well put a ribbon on that disc. It won't hurt. And so one of the main things you want to do is the tape that you use matters a lot, especially if you're playing in the cold. Here it's just going to be like the high is like 17 degrees tomorrow. If you hit a tree with standard duct tape, standard Scotch tape, glow tape even, all that, it won't hold up. Your disc hits the tree, your tape falls off, your ribbon falls off, and then you don't know where it lands. This seems to be the only tape that holds up. Right here, it's the Scotch 33 Plus. It's rated to hold up down to 0 degrees and up to 221 degrees. So Scotch 33 Plus. If you're playing in the cold, playing in the snow, you want to make sure you don't lose your discs. This is the one to go with. So ribbon, tape, and scissors. Oops, scissors, because you need to cut ribbon and stuff. And so normally you only have to do like, I don't know, a few feet. Most discs don't go that far under. One thing you can do to kind of help yourself is throw more straighter discs, more stable discs, not overstable discs, because if you think about how a disc is going to land in the snow, if it lands flat, it's going to stay up near the top. If it lands on hyzer, it's going to get buried underneath. If it lands on anhyzer, it's going to go underneath for a long ways. Those are the ones that you lose forever. So anhyzer or hyzer can be dangerous in the snow, but if you get something that lands kind of flat-ish, you shouldn't have a problem finding it. So most of the times you only need like a few feet. I usually do 3 or 4 feet, but because of how much snow we have, I'm gonna do like 6 feet. Because again, it's a sanctioned tournament, and I don't want to stroke for losing a disc. So I'm gonna do everything I can to not lose a disc. So get your ribbon, and you want to place it somewhere on your disc where it will affect the flight the least. So if you think of how a disc flies through the air, what parts of the disc are less in contact with the air rushing by? Well, not the top, because the wind's rushing by. So anything you attach to the top, like if you attach lights, anything in the top, is going to affect how it flies. You want to be near the rim. Your rim is what gives you lift. It's what, again, contacts the air. Underneath your disc, on the bottom side, there's this big divot. There's this big area, and an air bubble gets created under there, and so you're not getting drag up against the disc. And so if you tape something to the very middle on the underside, you'll have the least amount of effect of the disc's flight. And so that's the theory, that's the goal. Again, even if you're on the underside, you don't want to be out on the edge, because as it spins, it'll be lopsided. You want to be as middle as possible, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you just put your ribbon down, put a piece of tape over it, and you're good to go. I've seen a lot of people do different methods with, like, cut the tape, pull the ribbon through, split the ribbon in half, lay it down. Like, you can do all that stuff. If you have good tape, if you have Scotch 33, you don't need to worry about it. If you have crappy tape, you may need to think extra of how to do it. So I'm gonna do one, and then we'll wrap up the video. Scotch 33 is just an electrical tape, which is interesting. There's also Scotch, I believe it's Scotch 88, which is also will do the job, but it's a little thicker, and so I think you want to use, in this instance, use something that's a little bit, whatever's lighter is probably your best bet. So there we go. This is maybe even longer than I need, but a piece of tape there. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna cut that in half. There we go. Cut that in half, little piece of tape. Just grab the end of your ribbon, put your ribbon in the middle, and then in that little center part where the little nub is, just place it right in there and push it down. Make sure it's sealed well, and there you go. Ribbon is all attached. Long ribbon. And so it shouldn't really affect you when you throw. That's the goal, at least. They look kind of cool when they're flying. When you do take this tape off, it will leave a little bit of residue on it. So just be aware that wherever you put that tape, don't put it over like a stamp. Don't put it on any part of the disc that you'd be scared for some residue to be on, but it will leave a little bit of residue. You can just use Goof Off or something to get it off. But yeah, there we go. One down, and I'm gonna do the rest of my bag here in a minute. Also, look at this cool dye job. I think his name is Chris. Oh wait, his name under here. Chris Barr Dyes. He has a group on Instagram. Look at the back. The back's really cool. The spin dye there. But he dyed this one up for me, so excited to give that a shot. Scared to throw it in the snow, but I don't know. Maybe we'll put a ribbon on it and feel like giving it a toss tomorrow. Anyways, that's how you prepare to play disc golf in the snow. That's how you put ribbons on your disc, in hopes that you find them. If you like this video, like and subscribe. That really helps me out, and wish me luck tomorrow.